Hey, Christina.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I have dino egg oatmeal. They're hatching as we speak.
I had never heard of this. And people, have you guys, the rest of you in the Zoom, have you heard of dino egg oatmeal? This is new news to me.
The eggs hatch when you pour the hot water on, and these tiny dinos are inside.
Nice. M seems furious at me for not have heard of that. Listen, we all have blind spots in life and in culture and whatnot. All right, just a quick sidebar before we get started. Because it's Wednesday and Wednesday is hump day, if you want to know the difference between the two types of camels, Bactrian and dromedary, if you just turn their bodies on their side, 2 humps looks like a B for Bactrian, 1 hump looks like a D for dromedary. 1 hump dromedary, 2 humps Bactrian. That is my hump day camel fact of the. Oh, and also Grace, who loves camels, isn't even here today. Oh well, she missed out. All right, Christine, should we get this ball rolling?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's do it. You guys, I'm excited for today because today is definitely a different type of day. We don't have a special guest bird except for all of you fine people here in the Zoom room. In fact, we're not even going to do bingo today because we have a very important award show to get to. Now, I don't know if this is actually still a thing that happens in yearbooks. I know it used to, at least here in the United States, at the end of a yearbook, whether it's middle school, high school, we'd also often have like superlatives. You'd win yearbook superlatives like class clown, teacher's pet, most likely to succeed, that type of thing. So I thought I would take a moment to really give out some awards and have our friends here give out some of the awards they think, the superlatives they think specific dinos have earned. And so, but yes, again, this is a little bit different of an episode show today. Just like every single day, we obviously have to start with our dino of the day. So I'm gonna bring that up onto the screen right now. I know we've talked about the TITANOSAUR a fair amount. Let me hold on, view, there we go.
Because I love her.
Yes, we've talked about it a lot because Christina loves her, him, it, we're not sure the sex is. This is your dino of the day. The TITANOSAUR is its nickname, at least it was his nickname before we actually gave it a scientific nickname. One of the cats just tried to make it up onto the balcony, just fell. This is not its actual scientific name. Its actual scientific name is Patagotitan. I wanted to start with this and make this the dino of the day because if we were to give out a superlative, and when people think about dinosaurs in general, hi again, cat, we think about them as the biggest things ever. So this right here, the Patagotitan has won the superlative of biggest dinosaur. This is your dino of the day. I'm excited to see your drawings. If we were to give a superlative to Patagotitan, the Titanosaur, it would simply win biggest. I mean, it is arguably the largest animal to have ever walked on the face of the earth. So we're going to go through some different superlatives. And again, what I mean by superlative is, well, you can really think about all the different traits and anatomical features an animal has to try to award a superlative. So for instance, I could look at, say, Deinonychus, which is incredibly fast, probably able to jump, pretty agile, has these killer claws, probably the most, at least in my mind, the most athletic dinosaur. So that one I kind of actually looked at the features it had. Or we can go much more literal. Stevie the Stego is teacher's pet because this is Christina's dog Stevie dressed as a Stegosaurus. So literally it is the teacher's pet. So that's what I mean by superlatives. I also want to mention that we are going to go through about 10 with a bunch of our friends here in the Zoom room. And then once we get through the ones we have pre-planned, I'm really excited to hear from you guys to see what superlatives you think certain dinos that you may love should win. I'll say right now, some of the ones we're not going to get to that you guys are free to use, you can figure out a class clown. You could figure out maybe cutest couple. How about most charismatic? Maybe biggest flirt. Or any superlative of your choice. Once we go through ours, I'm going to ask you guys for some superlatives from your end. Let's get this ball rolling. Christina, on a scale of 1 to 1,000, how excited are you for today?
Oh, 1,002.
1,002. Okay, so slightly higher. You broke out of the scale. The top of the scale exploded. You've come out the top.
Yeah, I love an award show.
I mean, who doesn't love an award show? Do we have, if you can find some like award show background music. I don't know what sounds with our mouth. That sounds like, but all right, let's do it. Let's get into it. You guys,
here.
Who's here? What? Oh, I'm going to mute. Oh, by the way, this is my sister. I'm just going to say a quick shout out to my sister, Sasha, for hanging out today. She is a teacher who's taking some time mostly to correct all the things I mispronounce or the pedagogical things I'm messing up. Oh, hey, nephew. What's up, Sam? All right, here we go. You guys, you've probably heard in our Dino 101s what my favorite dino is. And in fact, my favorite dino is a tie between Deinonychus and our friend right here. So this is Parasaurolophus. We've talked about Parasaurolophus. We have different ornamentation in the crest that probably means there are different members of either the same species that use these different crests to identify each other, or slightly different species that use those different features to differentiate between members of their group and members of another group. But we know that because that giant crest is a 3-foot-long head trombone, it's a nasal passage that goes all the way back, loops back around for big cacophonous sounds. These guys were honkers, like quite literally honking a lot, maybe to win predator or win mates, maybe to scare off predators, maybe to flirt. We're not sure. But because of all those reasons, that's why Parasaurolophus is winning Most Talkative, the first superlative of the day. Parasaurolophus, Most Talkative. Who knows what dino this is? Anyone? Anyone? Christina, do you know?
Is that an oviraptor?
No. Good guess, though. Good guess.
Richard says Gallimimus.
This is Gallimimus. Gallimimus is, by all accounts, the fastest of all the dinosaurs, probably somewhere in the 40 to 45 mile an hour range at top speed. And it was able to do that because of these giant, long, very fast legs, able to move around. You guys remember we watched the scene from Jurassic Park where the Gallimimus herd is coming through the field. T-Rex comes out. These guys could book it. Probably, almost inarguably, the fastest group of dinosaurs. And that's why Gallimimus wins best legs, with Usain Bolt coming in second and me obviously coming in third. All right, so I wanted to give you a couple of superlatives I thought of that I really wanted to share. But now I'm excited to have our esteemed panel of experts share their favorite superlatives. So for a second, I need to switch my screen to the one, the only, ba-ba-ba, Jada Elcock. Hey, Jada. All right, I'm going to unmute you. There we go. Jada, take it away. Do you want to tell us what your dino is and tell us, again, I want to remind everyone, we're going to put the superlative at the end. There's going to be 3 pictures. Each person is going to have 3 slides, and the last one will say the superlative. So as they're describing their dinosaur and their superlatives, I'm sorry, the features of that dinosaur, see if you can figure out what superlative they're going to win. Jada, take it away.
Okay, so we have Therizinosaurus.
Therizinosaurus.
Let's start with the fact that they are herbivores. I might be giving this away a little bit, but
okay.
We know that they're herbivores, right? So I know you got some salad in them teeth, girl. Let's floss you up. Let's get them salads out of your teeth, right? Let's get you looking #fresh. Then we know that they had feathers. Let's shape them. Let's make them nice and cute. Let's get a dye job. Let's make you pop. Really, really attract that mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
also,
these need some help.
Yeah, with this picture specifically, like maybe get a dermatologist appointment. Looking a little bit rough, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna get her looking nice and cute. Mm-hmm. Originally, they were mistaken for a giant turtle-like reptile, and because of that, I need to say that maybe we should fix that posture a little bit, right? Go to a chiropractor, you know, get that head up, them shoulders back, really model posture, you know?
Right.
And then we did know that they had the longest claws of any known animal. And I just want to say, not cute, you know? Let's shave them down. Let's get them colored. Let's get that manicure, you know?
Yep.
She just needs a little bit of help. And that's why Therizinosaurus is most in need of a makeover.
Into it. I think you're absolutely right. I mean, look at this guy. You nailed it. The teeth, the claws, the feathers. This one could use, I feel like this is the best looking of them.
Yes, but, this is like final product. Well, actually, right. Em sent me a picture that she was making of a Therizinosaurus with like painted nails and lipstick and sunglasses on. And it was really, really funny.
Nice. I like that we have like a before and after situation.
Yes.
Most in the
this one is highly filtered. This one has like 3 layers. Yeah, the previous pretty one.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Em, I believe that brings us to you. Em, take it away. I'm going to let you tell us all about your dino, and maybe we can figure out what superlative it is most deserving of.
Yes. Today I'm going to be talking about your friend and mine, Archaeopteryx.
Woohoo!
First off, the name is fun to say, and it means old wing. So this bad boy is considered to be one of the transitional species between dinosaurs and birds as we know them. So they got them theropod teeth, 3-clawed toes, the iconic extendable second toe, but they also have recognizable flight feathers and fuzzy leg feathers, which I like to call bird sweatpants. So their brain cases were significantly larger than most dinosaurs. And we know that the areas of the brain that were used for muscle control, hearing, and vision were the largest. And their inner ear shape, where balance is controlled, looks a lot like birds' inner ears and not theropod dinosaurs. I like to call them danger pigeons. So in conclusion, I love Archaeopteryx, and I am proud to announce them as most likely to succeed as birds.
Yeah. I had to let you made this very special, bespoke, most likely to succeed with a, what do we even call that turquoise and purple? I know what it's from, but is there like a name for that?
If you Google it, it's called 90s Solo Cup Paint Squiggle.
Okay.
So
90s Solo Cup Paint Squiggle. It almost kind of matches the colors of the Archaeopteryx. Did you do that intentionally?
I did.
Okay. Love
And
it.
a senior quote.
I didn't notice that. That's good. That's good. I like that a lot. Well done. Thank you, Em. Archaeopteryx has won most likely to succeed. For our next person, they're the second most likely to succeed in the Growick family because it is my sister. That was a slight dig. Is she here? Does anyone see Sasha's? Is she gone? Where are you, Sasha?
Hi.
There you are. Awesome. I'm gonna spotlight you. Hey, Sash. First of all, thanks for being my sister. Second
yeah, you're
of all,
welcome. I didn't have a choice.
You really didn't have a choice. It's been working out pretty okay for you, right?
Yeah.
Debatable. All right,
That's
take
a
it
hard
away.
act to follow.
I know, right?
All right. So,
Boom.
this dinosaur is pronounced two ways, so you can choose whichever you like, I've been told. It's either the Ankylosaurus or Ankylosaurus. I prefer the latter. So this guy has been one of my faves for a long time. One, I like that it is so heavily armored. It reminds me of a turtle. Also, I feel like connected to it in a spiritual way because it's a herbivore and like eating meat just like is not cool, guys. And so I imagine him just like chilling millions of years ago and, munching on some veggies. And he doesn't really seem to be the type of dinosaur that would care because look at him. Like if somebody attempted to eat him, he would just like smack it upside the head with whatever the tail knob thing is called.
That's a technical term. I'm surprised you knew that. Tail knob thingy.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So he's kind of just chilling, eating his veggies. He's accepting what is, self-care at the highest level, both physically and mentally with this guy because he just knows that he's not easy to eat. And just overall is super chill. So I think the fact that he has some pretty sick armor and doesn't really need to worry that much about being eaten, I would have to say that the Ankylosaurus is probably would win the most zen of all of the dinosaurs. He's just okay eating his veggies and, if he gets eaten, he gets eaten. If not, he's also okay with it.
I feel like there's some parallels between this dinosaur and your life. You try to be pretty zen and chill most of the time. And you're vegetarian, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thank you, Squash. Which embarrassing story should I quickly sidebar about? Hi, I'm Sasha's number one fan. I love Sasha. She's the best. Woo! All right, so now you've seen all the Growick children. Hey, Sasha, remember that time you were in like second grade and I was in like, I think fifth, and you, during lunch in elementary school, you stuck a pea so far up your nose you couldn't get it out. And then I had to come and console you at in the nurse's office while they took a tweezer and shoved it up there to get it out.
Yeah, but it wasn't a pea. It was a ring from the gym teacher because I did a great job in gym class. And like I decided to stick the ring up my nose.
Maybe the pea is a different incident. Can you break down why doing so well in gym class The next step was put the ring up your nose. I feel like there was a gap there.
Because we were watching a really boring movie in class.
And what are you gonna do but put a ring up your nose? Okay. Thanks, Sash.
I got a message from Sharon.
Oh,
here,
my mom's here. The entire Growick family is here today. What did she say?
who said Sasha is totally depicting her relationship to Dustin via the Ankylosaur.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, anthropomorphizing sibling relationships here. That's what we're doing. All right. Thanks, Sash. Moving on. Oh, Christina, I'm glad you're spotlighted because take it away. I know you got 2 for us.
I do. Which one do you have pictures of first?
Let's do our friend Maya first.
Oh boy. Okay. So we have the Maiasaura. This dino, was about 30 feet long, so a big herbivore. What's cool about the Maiasaura, they were found with nests with eggs in a whole nesting colony. And there was evidence to suggest that the juveniles stuck around and the parents fed them. So this was the first evidence for this behavior found in dinos. So they got the name Maiasaura, meaning good mother reptile. This dino contains multitudes. On the other side of this, they were also maybe dinos who headbutted each other and had spiky crests above their eyes. So they would get aggro for their babies as well. So that is why this dinosaur wins. The actual slightly offensive real superlative that I won when I was in high school, most likely to be a stage mom.
I didn't even know that was a superlative until you told me it. I guess I wasn't really in theater stuff. As Max likes to call, my brother who you saw a minute ago, as Max likes to say, you're like a theater kid who on the first day took a wrong turn and ended up in science class.
I went to both. And my peers decided that I was a Maiasaura of a person.
Maiasaura of a person. Cool. I love that. That's why you won stage mom.
Lucky me.
Great superlative, but you got one more for us. Hit us.
Sure do. This one is Orictodromeus.
Ooh, good pronunciation.
Thank you. Look at that little guy. They were about 2 feet tall. Their name means digging runner. So they were a biped. They'd run around on 2 feet. But look at those front little arms. So there's evidence to suggest that those were for burrowing. They're the only dinosaur that has been found in their underground burrow. And you know what else has a secret underground lair? A supervillain.
Supervillains. Yep.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say termites because I'm an idiot, but you nailed it.
Termites and supervillains. And that is why Orictodromeus wins, most likely to be a secret evil genius.
I mean, look at that face. Are you kidding me?
Look at
it's up to the brain stuff for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice. We're in the home stretch. We got a couple more. These last couple might get a little contentious, and you're going to see why in a second. Thank you, Christina. Michael, I'm going to unmute you. Sir, take it away. Tell us about your dino. Give us a description. Hit us with your superlative.
Well, my dinosaur is none other than the Brachiosaurus. Not only the first dinosaur we saw in Jurassic Park, but the first hit you got at this dinosaur is what it's being awarded for, because unlike other sauropods, it's not just walking along the grass trying to get at whatever it can in the lower parts. This guy can reach up into the highest trees. And there's a very good reason for that. Because look at it, its front limbs, or its arms you could say, are proportionally a lot bigger than its hind limbs, and that's very unique among sauropods. It almost makes it the giraffe, not only the giraffe of its time, but a super giraffe. And that is why we award Brachiosaurus the award for best arms.
Yeah, look at that thing. You're right. Those front legs or those front arms are way longer than the back. And I love what you mentioned about how that probably gave us clues about where in the environment it was actually getting its food. Great contender for best arms. And Michael, you don't know this. 2 people actually submitted to me a different dinosaur for best arm. So you have a little bit of competition here. The Brachiosaurus does for best arm.
I think I may have a hint on 1 or 2 of them, but go ahead.
Okay, so let me find our friend. There she is. Kelly, I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to spotlight you. Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
I know you have an entry that may be very similar, so I'm going to let you take it away.
I do. I don't know what pictures you have though.
I know, that's part of the surprise.
So woo, it's like PowerPoint roulette. Do you have the picture of just the bones?
Just the bones? Well, what
Yeah.
if there's a man with the bones for scale?
Yeah, good. Okay. So
Michael's
for
like,
this
I knew this.
superlative, what?
Michael, I could see him nodding. He's like, yeah, this is a good one.
I thought it was going to be the picture of me with the bones, to be honest. I'm a little disappointed. You've already shown that though. Okay. But to go back, okay. For the superlative, we need to go back 50 years. So 50 years ago in the Gobi Desert, scientists found just these arm bones, totally isolated. No other fossils nearby. The rest of the skeleton is not there. Just the giant arm bones, 6 feet long. They got the nickname, what are they called on that label? Do you remember? Mysterious giant arms. Yeah, mysterious giant arms of Dinosaurus mirificus. So for years, for almost 50 years, scientists just speculated about what this thing might be like, because you've got these giant arms, so you think like, oh, it must be this horrifying, powerful beast that definitely eats meat all day. Some protein dude here. Yeah, like powerful, scary, like class bully kind of vibes, big arm energy. Yeah. But then fast forward to just a few years ago, and the scientists who had been studying these arms, still no bones had been found. They got a call from somebody who had just visited a pawn shop in Belgium. And that person was like, hey, I think we might have something here that you're interested in. And the scientists then went to Belgium, looked at the skeleton, and it turns out it was the rest of that skeleton of Dinosaurus mirificus that had been like on the fossil black market all these years and had just turned up. So then they were able to, spoiler alert, to figure out what it actually looks like, which is this, which is like totally different than what everybody was imagining. So this thing was pretty big. It was 40 feet long, which is about the length of a city bus. It weighed 6 tons, which is about the size of an African elephant, the mass of an African elephant. It had a humpback. It had a horse head. That's my favorite part. It had a beak instead of teeth. It had feathers randomly placed all over its body. And it was a really clumsy walker. Oh yeah, and a vegetarian. So instead of class bully, it's more like marching band kid. I don't know. I don't want to diss the marching band because I was in band. Makes this dinosaur feel very relatable to me. So I think, first of all, the moral of this story is don't judge a 6-ton horse-headed vegetarian by its mysterious giant arms. Second of all, I think this is the clear winner, sorry, Michael, for the award of best arms.
Nice. I'm gonna throw this to Christina. What do you think? Christina, I'm gonna stop sharing here for a second. Christina, if we had to only give this to one, are we giving it to Brachiosaurus, or are we giving it to Dinosaurus?
Wait, can I add, am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're
Can I add one more important argument that I didn't say?
You're allowed to, but then Michael gets to add.
Okay. For the judge and the jury. Because for 50 years people didn't know what this actually looked like, it became like the citizen science kind of project where the public got to try to figure out what it might be, and the public pitched ideas to scientists about it. So everybody was involved, everybody got to do science, all because of these mysterious giant arms.
Okay, good point. Counterpoint from Michael now. Michael, do you have anything you'd like to add before Christina dibs one of you the champion?
A whole new generation of scientists got inspired by Jurassic Park and that iconic scene with the Brachiosaurus. And by the way, I think Dinosaurus might be more inclined to be nominated for Class Clown.
That's also true. It's pretty wild looking. These are both very good points.
I don't hate that.
Yeah. So Christina, I'm going to put it on you. What do you think? Who do you think is most deserving of best arms?
I want to thank both entrants for their arguments and for their participation. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner who is chosen by me. And because I think its arms are more integral to who it is and what it does, and I am all about civilian science, it's got to go to Dinosaurus.
Yeah!
All right, you can give us Dinosaurus. That's fair. Then can we give best front legs to Brachiosaurus? Can we do that then?
Yeah, I think that's a great compromise.
That'll work.
Yeah, those aren't even
Everybody wins.
legs. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Speaking of everybody wins, I'm excited to see, first of all, what questions you guys have or what feedback you have for our particular awards here. And most importantly, if you have certain dinosaurs you think are deserving of an award, I'd love to hear that from you guys. So Christina, do we have some input from our esteemed Dino 101 quarantine?
Oh, do we?
Oh, do we? All right, take it away.
All right. Well, first of all, Natty had pancakes for breakfast today. So
that's
do with that what you will.
Okay.
Yasmin says that,
quick sidebar. I just want to let everyone know this is the help I get every day. just glaring down at me. That's all.
Kitty. Yasmin says the Troodon should get an award for being the brainiest.
That's true. I like that one a lot. Troodon is almost arguably the smartest dinosaur if you're basing it based on brain to body size ratio. We talked about that. We talked about encephalization quotients, and I think in that, which again is one measurement of intelligence, whereas our head is about 7.5 times, our brain is 7.5 times bigger than it should be on average for our body size. Troodon about 5.5 times bigger than it should have been on average for its body size, which based on that metric means it's smarter than dolphins. So you're absolutely right. If we were to do the smartest dinosaur, Troodon would 100% win. Great call.
And on the other side of that, Richard says, dumbest of the class, Stegosaurus. Even though, as we talked about with Vanessa, dumbest is not a correct way to talk about it.
Yeah. Stegosaurus, I mean, we know it's got that little walnut-sized brain. We thought it maybe had another brain in its butt to help control its tail. We know that's not true anymore. But yeah, probably not one of the smartest.
Butt brain.
For sure.
Sissy says, most likely to break up, Protoceratops and Velociraptor, the fighting dinos.
Oh, I was going to go with cutest couple for them, but you're saying most likely to break up.
Maybe they're one of those that, like, they're cute in high school, but then Thanksgiving break of the first year of college comes. And you know how it is. It says Triceratops because it's awesome. They made a lot of kids become dino fans. Agus, what is the prize that Triceratops?
It needs to win a specific award.
I'll wait for you to either come into the chat or I'll meet you when I'm done with these. Tyrannosaurus is getting a lot of mentions here. Getting most charismatic, biggest tooth, and tyrant prom king.
Wait, which is most charismatic? People are thinking which?
All three of these go with T-Rex.
Oh,
sorry.
Charismatic.
T-Rex wins.
Go ahead.
T-Rex wins, according to Michael, Tyrannosaurus, and Juno. Most charismatic, biggest tooth, and tyrant prom king.
I like tyrant prom king. That's good. That's pretty good. I didn't go to my prom. I was too nerdy in high school. I didn't have a date. I didn't go.
Oh, I went without a date at a time of my life. But
well, some of us were more confident in high school than others.
Yeah, with the stage mom.
You had to go as the stage mom to make sure everyone was fully hydrated, taking care of themselves, giving rides home.
Yeah, it was fun. Sarah says Regaloceratops, best dress. She has a built-in crown with, Sarah knows a good word, epiossifications on the frill.
I can't even say epiossifications.
Like bones sticking out.
Yep. Yeah, Regaloceratops, ceratopsian, related to Triceratops. Yeah, and it had like almost like lots of little nubbins along the top of the crest to make it, beautiful. What superlative did they say again?
Best dressed.
Best dressed. Yeah, that one's up there for sure. It's hard to say best dressed when we don't know so much about which ones had feathers, what the colors might have been, what the color of the skin looked like. We're pretty sure that Therizinosaurus needed a makeover though.
Therizinosaur also just got another superlative from Ashley, most likely to star in your nightmares.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like that Dino West put best back. I got to go with probably Spinosaurus with the giant spine on its back. That's probably best back if we're going very specific anatomical features. I'm curious to know from the Zoom room, you guys, if you could figure out what dino you think would be biggest flirt. I'm going to need some real rationale as to why.
Rob has one. Rob, I'm going to find you. Do you want to tell us?
Yeah, let's get Rob on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see these Titanosaur mock-ups. Remember, I need you guys to name the Titanosaur you're drawing as well as put something in there for scale, like a person or a school bus or an airplane. Those are big animals. We got Rob, you got him?
Yeah, Rob, tell us.
So I was thinking that we would have the only child for Indominus Rex.
Okay.
Because in the movie, it said that he did not want another sibling, and they had to keep the sibling in its egg because the Indominus didn't want it.
So you're saying Indominus Rex is most deserving of most likely to be a single child?
Yes.
An only child. Cool. All right. No, I like that you brought the science facts from the movie to support your claim. Into it, Rob. Cool. Christina, we have a few minutes before we get into our drawings. So if people want to be spotlighted and actually say their superlatives, I'm cool with that for sure.
Yeah, send me a message if that's what you want. I had 2 different people send me the same thing for biggest flirt.
Okay.
Both M and Kelly said the peacock.
Interesting. Let's go to Kelly first. Kelly, can you explain why you believe the peacock to be the biggest flirt?
I don't think this really needs an explanation. Have you seen a peacock?
I have seen a peacock.
Didn't we chase peacocks? We chased peacocks around one time.
We have chased peacocks. But
it's because they were flirting so hard. We couldn't resist. They got us to chase them, and we're not even the same species.
A couple notes. Kelly, that's not the only species of living dinosaur that we have collectively chased together.
We've chased a lot of dinosaurs.
I believe you're referring to that giant fan of feathers on the back, right? Mm-hmm. Incredibly awesome. Way easier to be seen by predators, but also just a giant sign like, look at me, I'm awesome. I'm flirting with you. Come and give me some peahen. By the way, peahen is the female of peacock. And yeah, Jada said they call it peacocking for a reason. Facts. All right, Christina, we got any more?
Yeah. Let's see. Dino West says Raptor wins best cross-country runner.
Okay. Run.
Martin says the Kia for most likely to end up in jail.
Wait, which one? And
Kia, K-E-A, Kia.
I don't even know that one.
Bird. Tyrannosaurus and Denise both have things we should highlight during picture time.
Okay. We're going to do picture time in like 4 minutes.
Yeah. Virginia says the Indoraptor for stealthiest hunter.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
And Natty has asked to be spotlighted to explain hers.
Sure. Let's find Natty. I got you, Natty. Boom. There we go. Hit us.
T-Rex would probably win shortest arms and most likely to lose a race.
Why do you think it would win most likely to lose a race?
I don't know, because T-Rex can't go that fast.
T-Rex can't go, well, not that fast.
Yeah, not that fast. I mean, you beat him in a race.
That is true. Natty is alluding to the video I made where I raced a T-Rex, and I am here speaking with you guys, so clearly I did not lose and get eaten. So, all right, yes. Most likely to lose a race to me and smallest arms. I like to tell people when I do tours at the Museum of Natural History in New York that those Dinochirus arms Kelly showed were the original T-Rex arms. They just mixed it up, and that's why T-Rex has these tiny arms that don't actually make sense. That's not really the case. Christina, we got any more?
Yeah, Jada says for biggest flirt, the long wattled umbrella bird.
All right, I'm gonna spotlight Jada for a minute. Jada, what are you talking about?
Okay, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's this bird that I covered in one of my animal fact videos a few days ago. It has like this weird umbrella crest over its head and a super long thing full of like skin and feathers hanging all the way down to like basically its feet or past its feet. And so it has gone so far towards the flirt side of things that it's not even good at flying. And like it puffs out its little wattle beard thing and its crest, and it looks like a dude with a bowl cut and a pine cone beard, and then it just screams to attract mates.
Do you know what it sounds like? Can we maybe hear what you think it sounds like?
I don't know what it sounds like.
I found you a picture though, so because people, can you say the name of this one more time?
Long wattled umbrella bird.
This is it, guys. The long
Yeah.
umbrella bird.
I love these things.
Yeah, it's like got a goatee that just keeps on going, and then it's got like a Elvis Presley pompadour hairstyle situation. And so you believe the long wattled umbrella bird wins which superlative?
The biggest flirt, because it's gone so far towards the flirting side that it's barely functional.
I think we can let this split the award with the peacock, because the peacock puts its flirting on the backside. This guy puts it right up front. Two different ends, two different strategies.
He's like a reverse mullet.
It is like a reverse mullet. I feel like if this was a person, it would be one of those like those like gross goatees that then they like weave and put like the beads at the end. Yeah, not into it. All right, Christina, we got any more?
Provenodon would like to share.
Okay, let's find. Give me a second to find that screen. Provenodon, there you are, raising your hand real tall. Hit us. Describe your dino.
I think the Quetzalcoatlus is the best flyer of the biggest pterosaurs because its wingspan, because it's mostly it can jump off cliffs and fly the biggest because it has the biggest wings. I'll rank it the biggest wings.
Yeah, that's great. Biggest wings, best flyer for sure. Quetzalcoatlus, that's a good call. It's a pterosaur, technically not a dinosaur, but you're right, man. That's largest animal to ever take flight. It's got a wingspan like a fighter jet. That's a great call. I don't know how we missed that one. Best wings, biggest wings, best flyer. Good call. Nice. Christina, you want to do one or two more and then we'll go to our pictures?
Yeah, Catherine says most likely to trick you, the lyrebird. And Catherine says they are renowned to mimic other birds and sounds.
I like that we're getting into extant living dinos now, like Jada's and like the peacock and the lyrebird. Cool. I mean, you could easily just go with best dressed for penguins, right? They're literally wearing tuxedos, so that could be best dressed as well. We should do a whole one just about living birds. Now I'm thinking, wow, what other living bird superlatives? I mean, tasty.
Superlatives?
Oh, I got one. Most likely to taste like chicken. The chicken.
Wow.
See, it's so easy. It's so easy to make these up.
Incredible. Dino West says biggest fish, mosasaurs.
Mosasaurs. I mean, they're not fish, but they're pretty big. Jada's freaking out because anytime anyone mentions an ocean predator, her ears perk up. Do we have any more questions, or should we go to the drawings? What do you think, Christina?
Michael says most likely to survive the apocalypse, birds.
Birds. Fair. Yep.
And Jada says biggest fish is the megalodon.
The megalodon, which Jada, I'm going to go to you. You're the shark expert. I've heard, because, I know the internet is a really great resource and always has exactly correct information. I've heard that the megalodon is not extinct and there's still a couple at least swimming around out in the ocean. Do you care to comment?
They're extinct.
Oh.
There are no prey items big enough for them to eat that will keep that like a whole population like sustained.
Counterpoint, what if they ate each other?
Then I feel like they would eventually just die out.
Yeah. All right. You win this round. Cool.
Let's end on the one Tyrannosaurus sent me and then go to pictures.
Cool.
Tyrannosaurus, everybody buckle up for this one. We got some deep science. Okay.
Are we highlighting Tyrannosaurus so they can talk?
I'm going to read it off.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Biggest glutton are turkeys because gobble gobble. Good.
Oh, is that it? I thought you had a list.
No, that's it.
Oh, that was good.
Try to keep up with the science.
Okay. Most likely to win the Super Bowl. We got to go with the Eagles. I don't know if we have any Philly fans here. That's one for sure. All right. Should we go and look at some of these paleo art drawings? This gallery.
Yeah. You're in charge of spotlighting.
All right. I'm going to spotlight. Per usual, we're going to start with Jada here. Christina, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to ask you actually to give these all a ranking. 1 to 10.
Oh, I'm in this one. This one gets a 10.
This one gets a 10. Okay. I see Christina's down there for scale. That's good. I like the spots, the speculative spots on our Titanosaur there. Jada,
eyebrows.
Jada, do you remember the scientific name for the Titanosaur?
Oh, it starts with a P, but I don't know what it is.
Christina hit her.
Ooh, I don't know what it is.
Titan.
The what?
Patagotitan.
Okay.
Down in Patagonia. All right, moving on. I'm going to need a ranking for each of these.
I got you.
Provenodon. Jeffrey the Provenodon.
Jeffrey has stripes.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Love it. Awesome. Natty. Let's see what Natty's got. He's excited about getting 10 out of 10. Yes, Natty.
Oh, it's like Titus. It's taking a leisurely stroll. Natty, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I want you to be my teacher. You're giving out great grades, 10 out of 10. All right, Em, oh, here we go. A digital rendering. Ooh.
Ooh.
This doesn't really look like the Titanosaur. Christina, what are your thoughts here?
That looks like a Therizinosaurus, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna give you for now a 10 out of 10 in the Therizinosaurus category, but an NA in the Patagotitan.
But I like that you took Jada's suggestions to mind. Most in need of a makeover. We've got
Jada just texted you.
there's a text on your screen right now from Jada. We've got the pink claws. What'd you do up on the mouth? Did you give it like lipstick?
It seems to be honking in delight.
Honking in delight.
Yeah.
There's lipstick.
Okay, good. That's a great makeover. All right, we have an entire gallery over here, Christina. This might be tough to rank. We got a lot going on here.
Whoa. Okay, we have a pink Patagotitan, a very colorful one, surrounded in sort of a halo, a glow. Oh, and then there's Carl with another little guy at the bottom.
Velociraptor. Yeah.
Because there are 3 in this one, each with their own unique traits, that one gets a 30 out of 10.
30 out of 10. Great score. Love it. All right, Margot's coming correct with a digital rendition of Patagotitan. Oh, Polly.
Polly. Oh, I really like Polly's neck meat. You know what I mean?
Did you say neck meat?
Yeah, Polly's got accurate neck meat.
That's what I always go for, like a dino or a person with a nice smile, good personality, and great neck meat.
Solid neck meat on that. Margot, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for the neck meat. Ooh, here's some other neck meat.
Ooh, yeah, neck meat unique in its own way.
Yeah.
And some good undertail meat as well.
Is this now you're getting hungry, or is it like it's lunchtime for you, aren't you?
I just appreciate dino anatomy. Well done, 10 out of 10. Your biggest reptilian fan. Oh, who is this? Denise, that's awesome. Another NA on Patagotitan, but a 10 out of 10 for a Stegosaurus.
That's not a Stegosaurus.
What is it?
I don't know. Denise, I'm unmuting you. Can you tell us, trying to unmute you. Yeah, what animal are you rendering there?
Dimetrodon.
A Dimetrodon. Oh, that's what Michael said to me in the chat as well. That is, oh yes, obviously with the fin on the back, perhaps collapsible.
I think we're glancing over the wordplay here. Can you put that back up? Your biggest reptilian fan.
Oh my gosh.
Fan on the back.
Incredible, Denise.
That is some high level dad jokage right there. Very
good. I missed it. Well done.
Nice. All right, let's go to Richard here. Oh boy. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Is that the largest animal on Earth and the largest animal to ever walk on Earth's land in the same thing? Titanic, the Titanosaur, 10 out of 10, Richard.
Yeah. I also like the high-powered helium that you somehow acquired to be able to float a blue whale in the air.
I love that.
Yeah. They should really think about, I mean, it's not so dissimilar in size and shape, at least, to the Goodyear blimp. What if they made it like the shape of a blue whale floating? Oh my God, that'd be amazing. A blue whale floating through the sky? Love it. All right, we got a couple more. Agus, again, on his Post-it notes. Big fan of the Post-it note. Ooh. Christina, what do you think?
Really solid torso meat on this dinosaur.
It's good torso meat.
No, Agus, this is awesome. I love that it looks like it's on its way. It's like rearing for some tasty leaves. Absolute 10 out of 10.
Nice. Judith, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow.
Pearl.
A lot happening here. You're the teacher, Christina. Break us down.
Okay. Judith, actually, I can't read a lot of what you have here. Can I unmute you and have you share with us?
Please.
Wait, Dustin, can you help?
If I can find, how do I I'm trying to find you. Sorry.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to spotlight what I do see. We got Pearl, the Patagotitan with a long tail with spikes. That's actually a question we got at the top when we introduced the dino of the day was, were the tail spikes speculative, or have we found fossil evidence for tail spikes?
There, she's unmuted now. Repeat that question again, Christina.
Are the tail spikes speculative, or have we found evidence for tail spikes on this dino?
On the Titanosaur?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be spikes. They look like they're osteoderms, which are osteo is bone, derm is skin. So there's literally chunks of bone embedded in the skin used as armor. So we know some sauropods, like Saltosaurus, had osteoderms. I'm actually not sure. I haven't heard evidence for that in Titanosaur, but it's speculative. So maybe I like our speculation here. Yeah. So now that you're unmuted, Judith, can you tell us a little bit? What did you write here?
Hey, what's it say?
Sure. The spikes are a good way to prevent unwanted hugs from behind, which nobody likes.
Nope.
He's or she is most likely to be asked to stand in the back of group photos. She's really hard to fit into one page. That's why she kind of had to literally bend over backwards. And she looks like she's a bit tired of that, of constantly having to bend over backwards to fit in.
Talk about some good front neck meat too, like that spot
Oh, yeah.
where the neck meets the body. There's a lot happening there.
Judith, that's awesome. I'm gonna award the first 12 out of 10 of the day because a lot of you I haven't met you in real life, but I'm on the tall end. I so relate to being in the back of photos and also not wanting to be hugged. I want tail spikes for sure. Judith, well done.
Well done. Speaking of the back of photos, we've lost these two people, but they have an entire gallery to look at here while they're gone.
What beautiful ghosts.
If you have not had yours featured yet, please hold it up. I'm going to come. Oh, I see Yasmin. We have a couple friends here. Christina, look at these guys.
Ooh. Okay. Can you hold them a little closer to the camera? They're kind of light for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh, one is named Goaty, and the other, I see Titan maybe on the bottom. These seem like a great pair. They seem like a family off to chomp some leaves together. 10 out of 10, you guys. Yasmin, well done. At all.
We got a couple more. This is Jose.
Jose. Oh man, what a long neck. That's like well-distributed vertical neck meat with a human for scale. Great science, art combo. 10 out of 10, Tony.
I love that neck meat has become our go-to to describe these guys. How about here? How do we feel about the neck meat here? Ooh, this one looks like it's making a sound.
Tina. I'm interpreting this as Tina is making a sound that Robin is dancing to.
Yeah. Yep. That's fair. I like that.
And that's a beautiful friendship. That's 10 out of 10 for Brent.
10 out of 10. Excellent. Just quick shout out to, here we go. Hi, Mom. Because all of your children have been featured today, I figured we'd say hi to you as well. How you doing? Good? You have, uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Sharon, you made the most beautiful art there is. 13 out of 10.
We got one from Rivers and Zella here. I think this might be our last one. Oh wow!
Zella and Lauren. Ooh, what are the osseo something? Dustin, help me with this word.
I don't remember the word.
Okay, pieces of bone that stick out for protection.
Yes. Oh well, I'm not sure exactly what those are called. Well, osteoderms. If you're thinking of osteoderms, those are like little bits embedded in the skin. And then I don't know if it's just a size thing, but once they get bigger and actually like come out, then we start calling them plates and armor. But like generally speaking, an osteoderm is any bone embedded in the skin. It's not fused to the rest of the skeleton.
Okay, Bobby has those, yes. And River, Zella, and Lauren are coming for your chapstick sponsorship, Dustin. They have a chapstick for scale at the bottom, and for that they get an 11 out of 10.
You know, we don't talk enough. Oh wait, we got one last one. Sorry, we don't talk enough about whether or not dinosaurs needed chapstick. We don't talk about that enough. Here's our last one. Good wrap up.
Ooh, Ashley, always strong with colors. Maybe ballet toes. Is this looking into a mirror? Maybe a giant dinosaur. Ashley, for colors and detail, 11 out of 10.
I like that you started at 10 out of 10 and you went up to 30 out of 10. As paleontologists and geologists, math usually isn't our like strong suit. That's why we have Kelly here, the theoretical physicist, in case we need to do stuff like divide 10 by 10. Christina, That was really fun. I didn't win any superlatives when I was in school. I didn't get a yearbook that had one. So I'm glad we got to do it with my favorite group of animals on the planet. I don't want to put you on the spot too much, but did you have a favorite superlative today?
A favorite superlative that came up today?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I have to say I really enjoyed judging best arms.
Yeah. Best arms were good. We could do days where each day is just a full like arm day, leg day, back day. There's so many great options.
I think that counts as Dustin talks about working out on your bingo card.
He didn't do a bingo card today, but I like that. What if one of the bingo squares was we didn't do bingo today?
It cancels itself out.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all. You guys, awesome. We're about running out of time. Thank you guys for sharing all these amazing superlatives. This has been a fun, cheeky day to think about our favorite dinos. Tomorrow, we're going to get a little more serious. We have a very special guest. Her name is Kaylee Swift. She is a PhD doctor. She teaches all about corvids, which are crows, that group, and ravens, literally the smartest dinosaurs on the planet today. And she is incredibly funny and is going to tell us amazing stuff about how these animals communicate, their social structure, how they use problem-solving skills and potentially manipulate tools. So tomorrow with Kaylee Swift, we're talking all about corvids, crows, ravens, the smartest dinosaurs literally on the planet today. If you guys want to throw me a couple bucks to support this endeavor, I'm on Venmo. I split that money with my fun co-host here. Tomorrow's Kaylee Swift. Definitely join us. But for now, I don't care if you're trying to figure out which dinosaur is winning a superlative or simply scooping down to the bottom of your giant bag of crayons to draw these amazing titanosaurs. Never stop digging. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Happy hump day. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom.
We do